Hello and welcome back. I'm Daddy Denmark, and joining me in the studio, hopefully always from now on, is my daughter Freya. Today we're going to be making some delicious bean patties here. As you can see, I've made some already. As I'm making this recipe, I'll also be making some in the background here as well. So let me just turn on my stove. I have a mixer that I made already, so I'm gonna be cooking some of those. But anyway, yeah, this is a very simple recipe, very nutritious and healthy for the little ones here. But obviously the adults can enjoy these too. So you can also make this recipe completely vegan just by leaving out the egg that I'm gonna put in. So anyway, let's get started. We got ourselves our food processor here. Got ourselves 1 cup of pasta, spirals in this case here. It doesn't really matter what it is. I've just used these pastas here. Yeah. So we're gonna take these. Yeah, fine. Put them in there. Put them in there. Put them there. You're supposed to be helping me here. Come on. Put that in there. Yeah. Put that in there. That in there. Good. Good. We've got the same amount in beans. This is 3 types of mixed beans. There's cannellini beans, black beans and red kidney beans, but you can use any type of beans on their own if you want to, and you can also use chickpeas if you want to. And just for a bit of variation here, I'm using a 3 bean mix, so we've got 1 cup here as well. Put that in there. Hey, where are you going? Everybody wants to see you. Okay. And then we got ourselves some spinach. In this case, I've got frozen spinach. There's about 200 grams worth of spinach there. You can also use fresh spinach if you have that. And I'll pour that in here. Then we got ourselves some olive oil. Excuse me. Take ourselves 3 big tablespoons. And there we go. Let's get ourselves an egg. Where are my eggs? There they are. 1 egg. Leave that out if you want it to be vegan. I've got a couple of more recipes here that we're going to add a bit later. Okay, so now we take all that mixture there. No, just wait 1 sec. Get some black pepper. Now, if you're cooking for your children under 3 years old, I've said this in previous videos, do not add salt. Salt is not good for the little ones, especially under 3 years old. They can get their sodium from a lot of other things, like there's sodium in basically all kinds of food to begin with. So that's why the bean mix that I bought was specifically went for the one that says no added salt. You should always go for that for cooking for your toddlers. So if you're cooking for yourself as well and you want it to be a bit more flavorsome, I suggest you make 2 batches and put salt in yours, but you can put pepper in. Put a bit of black pepper. There you go. Just so it's not completely devoid of flavor. Okay, getting ready over here. Okay, now we'll take this, put it, now blend. There we go. So you just want to mix it up for a few seconds there, just so it's the consistency is like kind of like a little bit smooth and a little bit coarse. Yeah, smells delicious. We've got our bowl here. Set it aside there. Take our spoon we used earlier. So the thing is, it's a little bit runny now, but we're gonna fix that. You want some pasta? Well, just some little pasta there for the bubble. Yeah, so like I was saying, it's a little bit runny, we're gonna fix that. Some people normally when they do their, let's say for example meatballs or something like that, they might add breadcrumbs. The only problem with breadcrumbs, there's no nutritional value whatsoever in it. I'm gonna use oats. Just got a little, half a cup here of quick oats. I'm gonna pour in here. And then just to give it some flavor for the little one, I'm gonna add a cup of shredded cheese here, some mozzarella. I'll pour that in there. You don't want to put that in the blender because it'll just all go into like a goo. Mix these things up. Anyway, if you like this recipe here, please go check out all my... Hey, do you mind if I talk? It's like this in every show we do. Always talking on top of me. You have to like wait until it's kind of like your turn. I can kind of like give you a hint, say like, okay, your turn, go. Yeah, your turn, go. Okay. Okay, so now that this is all mixed up, like this, you just take your spoon here, take yourself a little handful like this here, spoonful, you just shape it in your hand, like so, to make like a little egg-shaped thing. Put that on your pan, just press it a little bit flat, turn the heat down. So in the beginning you want to get your pan nice and warm, but then reduce the heat to medium heat, so you don't burn them. They literally don't need a lot, they only need to be cooked. Like roughly a minute or so on each side. And obviously let's not forget here while we're cooking this very important ingredient for Daddy, which is coffee. It's how I survive the day. And if you want to learn how to brew the perfect cup of coffee, which I can, you should watch my next video where I'll be showing you that. So anyway, so we've got a lot of different ingredients here. Obviously the beans. Beans are high in potassium naturally, which is, since they're high in potassium naturally, you don't have to add salt. And they're also rich in iron. The spinach is also rich in iron, which we know that's a superfood for iron. Then we got ourselves a pasta, so we got ourselves a carbohydrate. We got fiber. Also with adding the oats, you add more fiber to it. And we obviously got the calcium of the cheese. Olive oil, well, I guess that's just good for anything. So there's a lot of different food groups just in this one mix here, meaning you can serve this as just a meal on its own. What are you doing down there? What are you doing out of the camera? Get back up here. Up here. This is where you belong. Yeah. You're just messing up the whole feng shui of this video, aren't you? Okay, let's just get our, sorry. Get our skillet here, turn this over. As you can see, they cook extremely fast. Just look at that. It's literally just a minute on one side. All it needs, just to make it brown. Because remember, the only raw ingredient in here is basically the egg Everything else is pre-cooked, so you don't really need to cook it that long. So, yeah, that's pretty much it. Very simple recipe for something super nutritious for the whole family. Once again, let me stress it, do not add salt to food for the little ones, under 3 especially. Don't do it, I'll come arrest you. If you don't believe me, you can read about it. Just Google it. Should I give salt to my toddler? The answer is no. Anyway, thank you for joining us in our studio, which is our kitchen. And tune in for the next episode. Oh yeah, by the way, like, subscribe and share.